today. Let me get this situated here. Hold on a second. I'm on my tablet. My laptop finally died, and that's the new one. That's not the old one. Okay. And I decided to excuse that. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm gonna put it right here. Oh my goodness. Uh, hmm. Let me grab a stone. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, my laptop finally died. Also, in the process, I started getting better at using this tablet for live. In the meantime, let's see. What have I already done? I've tossed the dice, the astral dice, because I wanted to be able to just start talking when it came in here. And also, I needed a title. And it looks like today the astral dice are going to be dealing with 11th house of associations. Uh, and this is going to be, I got the nodes mixed up again. Hey, Camillo. Let's see. What did I say? This is going to, or was it the other one? Hold on a second. The nodes. You know, nothing gives me problems like the nodes. Now, this was it. So the two little things at the bottom, I'm just assume they're feet or legs or something. So we're talking about a north node dealing with 11th house. That to me is about networking and Taurus. Okay. So I'm afraid to put this thing down. It's talking about associations. And what it's saying is that you're rising to the top. Your upgrade is going to happen according to the people you have around you. Hmm. So, who do you have around you now? Let's see if these stones can hold this up. So far, got an amethyst and a rose to hold this little thing in place. It just popped. This is so wild. The tablet popped right out of its carrying case, which is something it never does because it's too tightly wedged in there. So that tells me it's something going on already. Earlier this morning, I got up and I was talking about first thing in the morning too. Uh, this sense of being risen, this rising. My ears started. I heard the tone, and then I felt like I was being in one of those jumbo jets. If you've ever done it, I like the American Airlines jumbo jets, those big 747, 57, whatever the sevens they are, that series. I was literally in the air and did not realize it until I just happened to look out the window, like, when are we taking off? And we're like, whoa, we taking off already. Didn't feel a thing. Um, Once I saw that I was up in the air, the higher we went, then I felt my legs and my body just going up with it. And I was pushed back, you know. And that's what I felt this morning. And this is not the first time. The tonal qualities I'm hearing, I can't match. I have my tuning forks. That tone is not on the tuning fork. It's something like a full 528. No, that's too high. That's too high. No matter what I try to do to find that tone, I can't find that tone. But it's interesting. It's not harsh at all. It's a very delicate and it's an even and it's a strong signal. And what I do believe is happening is that we're shifting through energy fields. But now let me explain this. I didn't explain it this morning because I was still half asleep. I walked through, and we, and not just I, we walk through energy fields all day long and we don't even pay them any attention. I really hadn't paid it too much attention either until I realized what I was doing. There was a time, you can see some energies. I'm not talking about the light, the heat, the other stuff. But if you have ever been on an interstate highway or even in a crowded street where the traffic is stopped and it's like at least 95 degrees outside and more on that street, and everybody is basically just stuck because for whatever reason they're stuck, the cars are not moving, your car can't move, you're wedged in on all sides, so you have to sit there until whatever is cleared up front is cleared up front. And when you look up front, do you see this wavy film that looks like cellophane? And it waves. That's the heat. You recognize that as the heat. Well, that's an energy field. That's one. I've walked through those, especially when we were dealing with 100-degree weather, so that's no thing. um, I've also walked through, and I'm sure we have all walked through and just hadn't paid it any attention, an energy field when it wasn't the heat. I remember coming home one day from work, and we were living in an apartment complex then, not too long ago. Here is an energy field. I'm coming up the walkway to get to my building, right? Before I could get to my building, it's interesting. I'm trying to remember a man and a woman, brother and sister, but they were older teenagers, literally got into a knockdown fist fight on the lawn, not too far from where I was walking. And I'm like, what the heck is this? This guy he literally knocked his sister down with a pop. And then it was, man, that's your sister. Don't hit, blah, 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 blah. Right behind them was an energy field. And the thing was wide. I couldn't get above it. There was no going below it, and I couldn't get around it. My home was on the other side of it. So if I was going home and my child was on the other side of it, and I could just see it, it looked like kind of misty across the top, and then it on the side. But in the center, it was crystal clear. But I could see it was some kind of an energy field. These folks on this side of the energy field were having a battle. Somebody called the police. Here comes the police. They turn around, look at me. Stop fighting in front of that lady. Oh my God. And I'm trying to just get home. I just walked through the field to get home. And when I crossed that energy field, everything was quiet. On that side of the energy field, when I turned around and looked back, there was no fight. The people were still there. I guess she got up, I guess, because I did not see her get up. I just saw a young girl, maybe 15, 16, boys, 17, 18. You could feel the anger, but there was no exchange of blows. A whole different scenario with the same people. Okay. So that just goes to say, you've probably walked through areas where you were warm, and then you walk through an area that's suddenly cool. I know I've driven through areas like that coming from DC. Like the temperature dropped 10 degrees when you walk, that's an energy field. So, uh, what I'm going to do, you know what? I should have asked what that energy field was about. It ties into being aware of who you're with, where you are, what the energy is about you, your associations. Because before I crossed that energy field, we had the fighting kids. As soon as I crossed the energy field, same kids, they're not fighting. They're arguing, but they're not fighting, but they're arguing quietly. And nobody turned around and nobody saw me. Let's see what that's about. All right, I'm going to see what this is about. Um, I'm going to go into a whole different reading. Tell me about Tarot Team, front and center, please. Thank you. Let's talk about that energy field that I felt this morning. Yeah, that's a weird feeling when you get up and your bed is still moving with you. Like, whoa, whoa. What was that energy shift about this morning? Should I ask, where are we now? So I'm going to put that reading from the Astro Dice, put that on hold for a minute. Because I think this energy shift is more important. Or it might be a part of it. I don't know. Depends upon what the cards have to say. Okay. Wow, wild thoughts. I was listening to Rihanna, Wild Thoughts, before I turn this on. Yes, and I'm still in that zone right about now. Okay. Wow thoughts. What was that energy shift about this morning, Spirit? Okay, that was before my coffee. One more? No more? Here? Take it from the top. Okay, let's see what this is about. Move that over there. Oh, King of Cups. Deep emotions. Water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Offering. Somebody's bringing in an emotional offering, an invitation to something. What is crossing it? Ooh, justice. What the heck is going on? Off the bat, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, uh-oh, Biden is going to make an offer to somebody. He's Scorpio. And it's going to be legal. And it's like going to be, I'm firmly within my legal rights to do this to your hind parts if you don't do what I say. Oh, okay, that's one thought. Moving right along. Or is this part of the energy shift? Look, travel, somebody's leaving somebody behind. Somebody is relocating. This is the Knight of Wands. Oh my goodness, and it's the King of Wands. I'm in charge here, not you. You don't tell me what to do. That fire is coming out. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I run this show. Who are you? Patience, temperance. We have a battle of two kings here. I said what I said. I told you now. Either you take this or you go about your business. What's going on here, y'all? Come on, yo. You reading this with me? You're very good at it. So we have two unlike elements trying to come together to create a third. Is it going to happen? Maybe in the future, but right now, patience is definitely a virtue that is going to be required. You know what, folks? This thing has jumped. This energy shift. Well, I said it was planetary, didn't I? Because now what we have is this is a card of someone with a lot of money who's distributing it. Like the United States giving money to this country, that country, Israel. Did you know the United States still writes a check to England, to the United Kingdom? The concern is the law. Queen of Swords, the letter of the law, line by line. That's who she is. She is a figure that she's been through hell and back. She's been tricked and tried with every game, lie, activity of deceit there is. And doggone it, she is on top of all of it right about now. Patience and chaos. Oh, yeah. Patience, grounding. Yeah. Yeah. And this woman is sitting back with her sword in the air, ready to chop off the next incongruity, the next lie, the next anything that doesn't sound right to her. Ooh. And that's who they're concerned about. That's what they're concerned about. The hangman, somebody is trying to change their perspective because they are so hemmed up, they can't do anything else. Talk about facing the music. You're going to face the music, the instruments, the lyric, the audience. You can't go, somebody can't go anywhere. This feels like it's a macrocosm, and here's conflict. There's a fear of this conflict. Some people hope this conflict continues. Other people hope this conflict comes to a straight end now. This is an energy shift. And you know what? It does tie into what the Astral Dice said because he's talking about what? Associations. But someone's association is in North Node is in Taurus, meaning South Node is in Scorpio. Let me check that out because I always get that backwards. Um, hmm. I don't have anything on my nodes, and my phone is on the other room. Let's see what's next. Here's the star. This is Aquarius. Celebrity, success, hope. And here is pushing back the gossip, pushing back the enemies. Pushing back the enemies. What's the matter here? Someone is finally taking a stand on their core values. Someone doesn't like it. And what they like or don't like is irrelevant at this point. Whoa, what has happened? Ah, ties are going to be severed. There, someone is in trying to figure out. This is going to be the mental challenge. How do I sever ties from this situation right now? Because it does not suit me. It is not. Oh, sorry. It is not taking me to a better level. It is not giving me, bringing me the comfort I need. My core values have been violated dealing with this situation. It's time for me to make a move, and the move that I make is out of this situation now. Who who are with me? Wow. I mean, you could take that on a microcosm. That would be, to me, I would read that as war going around right now, the world, the planet. And also the microcosm, the macrocosm of the wars. The macrocosm is people who are dealing with a whole situation here. This might be business partners. The emotional challenge, because somebody is most definitely thinking about filing some papers, or some papers have been filed legally to do something. Could be to file a suit with something or regarding something. And the emotional challenge is to use the resources you have or to limit the resources that you have. Outcome, when you look at this, outcome is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is another water sign. We have fire and water on the table. If they don't put themselves out, I don't know what's going to happen. Boiling water. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But she also is the one who has the high emotional intelligence. She knows what to say. She doesn't have to be a she. It could be anyone, including an organization, what buttons to push. And she is also a keeper of the secrets in her cup of secrets. That's a chalice. And she's put a lid on that chalice. But this person can open that lid at any time and pour all the secrets out. And I find that most interesting too. North Node in Taurus. Let me go and find out. Let me grab my phone. Be right back. But I do know that I want to see what that South Node is because that's an opposition you pull together. That's a polarity that it's like a 180. But what you do is you take the information you have with the knowledge and skills you have from one point and you use it on the next point. What you have learned to what you need to know and need to do. So let me see. Taurus is what you need to do. That might be even formulating newer values. But let me see. North Node. North Node in Taurus. I used to know all of this by heart. Mm. Yeah, Scorpio South Node. Scorpio South Node. So, what is happening is time for someone to upgrade personally. The North Node in Taurus is also said to invite people to enjoy abundance, pleasure in food, landscaping, or have one done for yourself. Get into nature, have money in the bank, be resourceful, and be able to look after yourself. I want to see the glyph. Somebody show me the glyph. I should have put in here. Destined to seek independence and pursue their own path, all while moving at their own pace. Let me put this in image. Or maybe just write the word image. Yep. That's cute. Close enough. Close enough. Two little feet. Here's the image. Come on. I think that's so cute the way they've done it. North Node in the Taurus. The little horseshoe with the two little feet at the end and the bull's head. I think that's cute. Um, on the board, we have the water signs Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. The major arcana we have Pisces, Gemini, maybe Virgo, definitely Libra, and we have the fire signs. We have Aquarius too. We have the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I've put all that together to be fire and water. So we've got this emotional, this is a conflict. This is a definite, man, don't tell me I didn't. Hold on. I'm short a card. Here's Virgo, Hermit. Somebody's doing some soul searching. I still don't know what to call the title of this thing. I still don't know what to title it. But basically, it is time for someone to get it in their head that they need to stop with the codependence, that they need to break away from the group and seek out their own independence, seek out their own sense of values, what is important to you. And that's on the microcosm. That's an individual, that's a person. But on the international floor, it's something a little different. On the international floor, what it really looks like is that somebody's going through some legal machinations to pull away from somebody. Some country is trying to pull away from another country, or this is that's what it looks like. Let's check the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Look at this. The Fool. So we're going to have some new beginnings going on. Somebody is now think of this reading in terms of the microcosm, the individuals like you and me, and the macrocosms, like what's playing out in the world right about now. So a whole new way of being and a whole new way of living, a whole new set of values. Where are they now? Is it? Nope. Yep. Oops. A whole new set of values is about to be established. A whole new set of policies. A whole new set of laws. Because it looks to me like there is going to be a relinquishing of the old ways. This is going to be an interesting time. It really is. Push that all the way down there. Here we go again with the lawman. King of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius. Aquarius. And Libra. There's going to be some new laws established. Mm-hmm. Okay. New laws are going to be established that change the entire playing field. They're going to be fundamental laws. In the beginning, there will be confusion, but after the confusion, it looks like the sun will shine on them. Things will be, oh, you're Gemini Kimoyo. Okay. There will be acceptance, maybe even happy times. Things are going to move very quickly. Right after they seemed not to have moved at all. And it's like people will be looking for a place of calm to get out of the confusion and the choppy waters. Folks are going to be moving ahead with their lives, but they're going to be focused on trying to keep what they have to deal with these changes that's coming about. There's going to be a stall on these new arrangements, new agreements, new partnerships, which means the change is not going to take place. The it's like whoever's trying to get away from whomever, they're not going to be allowed to do that just yet. Before they go, there are going to be new policies put into place. Okay? And they're going to be doing that to preserve their money as Nine of Pentacles. But with the major changes, mm-hmm, come a lot of foreign issues. Foreign money is impacted. And with that, look at this 8 to 9. There is a worry. Foreign investments, because they could easily go up in smoke. There is a secret that's going on that nobody is talking about as far as foreign investments are concerned. Here's the world. This is in this case, I'm not going to look at it as end of the cycle. This is foreign stuff. This is across the pond stuff. Ooh. Someone is still trying to deal with, um, they're coming out, they're being forced. Same day? Okay. All right. So you should be a heck of an actor, sir. Coming out of the old paradigm. People, the old money people are having difficulty. They do not want to come out of the old paradigm. They're afraid of it. They know they're weakest without it. But that old paradigm, that old European way of the colonizer is over. That's what that's all about. That was the emperor. That's over. Today, again, I'm on the international set, or maybe even the individual set. I don't know. Today it's going to be relationships, negotiations, all kinds of interesting posturing and manipulations. But nobody's dropping any bombs on anybody anymore. That is passe. That is blockage. That does not work. So now people are collaborating. Countries are collaborating, trying to reach the goal. And there is expansion with creative endeavors, creative pursuits, creative ways of getting things done. That's the focus. That's how you get your what? The Empress expands everything, wealth, power, whatever. So the power is no longer with bombs and fighting. It is now with negotiation and with all interesting machinations. And that's official. That's wow. That's wow. So if you've put a lot of money in something, or if some people have put a lot of money in the truth, and the truth they found out is that they have been lied to and betrayed. We still have these feelings that are floating around here. But in that lie, discovering the lies and the truths here, what we're also discovering is that we're looking for a new way of living. We are truly looking for a new way to live, because the old ways were fabricated by someone or some folks who wanted to be in power and wanted to dominate the world. And we fell for, well, of course we did, because we didn't know any better at that time, but that was thousands of years ago. Today we have the net and we do know how to think. And so we're coming out of uh, the disappointment and moving into standing on our own 2 feet as the powerful individuals we are and have always been. Here again, we have more revelations. Mm. And with these revelations, look at this. We have seeds of love planting. We might end up with more romantic comedies, which is also a part of the propaganda, or what would you call it? The major themes that has been put on the masses. This whole thing about marriage for money and hypergamy. Yeah, hypergamy is they don't even use that word because it's not for poor people. If you have a 9 to 5, that's not even your word. Hypergamy is part of the elitist realm, where it is clear that people get together for their wealth and to sustain their wealth. Okay, that's going to be made clear also. People have been playing with yourselves for quite some time with certain philosophies, and now it's going to come out completely in your face, and then you're going to have some other choices to make, because what you were thinking that would make you so happy is nothing more than a hidden burden. That is the part of the policy change. Some of these burdens are going to be lifted. But in doing that, a lot of A lot of things are going to be retired too. The new way of the message is going to be victory. This is how you learn to win. This is how you live your life. This is how you develop the loving family or the loving group. In other words, right about now, folks, you're going to be moved right on out of that singlehood into marriage. That's what that's. And the whole concept of materialism is going to crash. The concept of marrying somebody to have a place to stay or because you can't defend, take care of yourself, that's gone. Now it's calling on friendships and, well, friendships. People are coming together according to their friendships in groups because the other way, the two-way, could be a little bit unstable sometimes. And people are walking away from two-way partnerships. Right now, people are looking for stability and security, but not in the way it was before. I'm going to have to look back into that because some of the situations we found ourselves is in were no more but invitations for regret. And we hear it every day on TikTok and YouTube. Judgment has been made to leave the old ways of doing and the old ways of being behind. And now we have to work on new ways of doing things. We have some decisions to make. Yes, ask a question. Hi, Anubai. Is that a newbie? Anuhav. Two. Hello. Ask your question. Mhm. I don't know if I have a delay on this or not because this is my tablet and not the laptop. I'm gonna get another laptop, folks. I prefer the webcam here to this thing on the laptop. Ask a question, dear, because this was a whole lot. I started with one thing and ended up with something else. So what that energy shift was we experienced, it's just another push in a different direction than we have been in for quite some time. Hmm. So it looks like every aspect of our lives is going to be impacted by it. And good gracious, part of those aspects and allergies and things that I've been experiencing, these ascension symptoms I have here, makes me look like I'm a drunk here. My God, everything is red. I'm not red. Oh boy. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Oh, shucks. Ask a question, sweetheart. Hmm. I feel perfectly good today, which is why I'm back at the table. Yeah. Let me, before I go any further, let me sage this table. Yeah. Oh, I need more than that because this sounded, huh. So it looks like about this energy shift. It's not just physical, it's mental too. Yes, please ask your question. How do we prepare spiritually? Ground yourself. Ground. Um, Basically, get quiet for about 10 to 15 minutes. If you only have five, then you start with the first five. And you just be still. Just be still. You can close your eyes. And one important thing is the way you breathe. Breathe in through your nose, down to your belly. Breathe out through your mouth. Or in through your nose, out through your mouth. If you have time, do that about 3 times. If you have time to go into a meditation, because meditation and calming your nerves and calming yourself is going to be the key, breathe in through the nose to the count of 5, hold it for the count of 5, and exhale through your mouth to the count of 5. Okay? Also, you can listen to healing music on YouTube or on your lit. Put some healing music. Some you might hear something like a chime. What do I have down here with me? My chime. My singing bowl. There's a whole video of anywhere from 1 hour to 3 hours to 11 hours of this sounds. Sound will definitely calm you, just like the music you listen to. Just when I was listening to Rihanna's Wow, Wow, Wow Thoughts, well, I was up when I sat down to read this. I didn't expect all this, but it pumped me up. But if I need to center myself, something like that will help me center. Will bring me right back down to earth. That's why we use bells. Because believe it or not, these bowls are bells. They are meant to attract good spirits, clear out negative spirits, and ground us. Okay? So that's what we do. That's what we do. Especially if you're in a situation where you don't get a chance to sit quietly, you can stand there and breathe quietly. Nobody can accuse you of anything but breathing. But those are the 2 things, maybe 3 things, what should I say, that you can do immediately when you're caught in a situation where you, oops, do not understand, or caught in a situation where, now what is wrong with this? Stop it. Caught in a situation that is out of your control. Another thing is I do mantras. If you're trying to create something, it's If you are trying to calm something down, I do hue also. Now hue, or hue. Uh, quietly, I've learned. When I'm out and about, especially when I'm in a parking lot or waiting for the bus stop, or I'm out somewhere, for some reason, I'm out on the street and all of a sudden altercation is getting ready to start, I will go, and it stops. The altercation stops. The energy changes. That creates an energy shift. Both of those mantras create energy shifts. One is for creating something, and the other one is all purpose. Q is all purpose. So you can even use it for spiritual development. I use it for that too. Okay. Anoop, have you Anoop have Anoope? I can't see if that's a Y or a V. I'm gonna call you a noob. Have you figured out your question yet? Since I'm feeling good, I'm going to do one more reading for us from the Higher Oracle. What is Spirit's message to us, for us? What do we need to do for ourselves today? and other days. What is it that we need to do? What is the message? What is the energy? What energy do we need to attune ourselves with? I'm still thinking of Wild Thoughts with Rihanna, but I'm old enough to handle it. Yeah, when I get off here, wow thoughts. What do we need to know, spirit? What the energies? I see spirit and as energy, and energy is spirit. So to me, they're one and the same. So we're tuning into our energies here, our higher energies. What do we need to know for right now? Oh, accept yourself where you are, accept others as they are. Whether you choose to deal with them or not is your choice. But the acceptance is important. Let go of what you cannot control that's doing you harm. And for some people, they need to let go of the restrictions placed upon them by other people. Sometimes you see her, you see her falling. See that star up top? It's trying to cut her loose from her restrictions because they were doing her, they were detrimental to her. Let go of worry too. It's detrimental and it doesn't solve anything. If you want a solution, do Hue. Chant Hue for your solutions. I need a solution. Hue, what is the best outcome for this dilemma I face? Go into your Hue for about that. For something like that, that could be 15 minutes to a half an hour a day, maybe twice a day, and you just do it every day like that until the issue is resolved. You are not alone. No, we have our angels, our guides, our ancestors, our sounds, our colors. We are anything but alone. We are not, and never are we alone. You see the people around her? You see the energies around her? Those energies or spirits, as people, angels and folks like that. See the blue with the red robe surrounding her? They were created to support us. That's their function. There were others created to support us that thought that they thought it was a good job until they had to deal with us, and then they changed their minds. Don't focus on them. They don't want any bother out of you, and you don't want any bother out of them. Okay? That's where your demons come from. And some of them aren't demons, but are extraterrestrials. Different from people from different realms that just like to mess with us because we're young and we don't know what we're doing yet. But we will through divine timing. Okay. But that's our message for us for today. I'm still on call, so I don't know when I'll be able to get back on board here. Any other questions, Camilio? I don't know who this other person is. Can I ask a question? And by the time I said yes, they're gone, evidently. Going once? Okay, my friends. This is Grand Madam, and I will hope to see you again real soon. Yep.